Welcome to this week's newsletter, and this week we've got some new toys in store. Mizuno Pros have just arrived. Look at these little beauties. Look at that. That's the Mizuno Pro 225, which is the kind of blade looking like golf club, but with plenty of technology and forgiveness in there for the higher handicappers. Then we've got the other end of the spectrum. We have got the Mizuno 221, which is the blade, which is proper beautiful. And then we've got the in-betweeny, which is the 223, which is kind of blade looking like over the face, okay, and over the ball, but has got a bit of a cavity on the back there as well. Three gorgeous looking golf clubs, and we shall do a review of those in a little while. But first up, we'll go through competition news at Galston Golf Club for last week. And we've had lots of fun Christmas competitions over the last week, but we'll go back to last Thursday's men's midweek Stableford, where Jack Garrett won Division 1 with a fine 38 points. Well done, Jack. He beat David Watson into second on 36 and Jamie Chisholm into third, also on 36. Well done. In Division 2, Bob Picton had a nice return to form. He's been trending for a little while now. I played with him a couple of weeks back and he played pretty well that day, just didn't quite finish it off. But Bob Picton, who'd been trending the right direction, won with 41 points. Very good, that Bob. He beat Mark Butcher into second on 39 and Martin Simmons into third on 38 points. In Division 3, Greg Carter won with 38 points. Well done, Greg. Managed to go the whole round without a blob, which is very unusual for Greg, but something we've been working hard at probably over the last few years, really, me and Greg, but he's done well there. Well done, Greg. 38 points. He beat Stewie Pearson to second on 37, and then a whole list of names on 36 points, including Andy McCann, Ivan Harvey, David Moore, and Kevin Milne. Well done to everybody who won there. On Sunday, we had the Maddox Trophy, where Tyrone and Darren Cook, father and son combination, won with a fantastic 42 points. It's always seemed like a good combination. Tyrone, young lad, cricket lad, hits the ball an absolute mile. Had him in here for a lesson a few weeks ago and was kind of getting 170, 180 mile an hour ball speed, which is right up there with Rory McIlroy, to be honest. Yeah, fantastic hitting ability. Not as controlled just yet, but clearly with his dad in tow, who's also a very good golfer, plays off 12 handicap. They won with 42 points. Well done to them too. They beat Glenn Lark and Keith Newbury into second on 40 points. In the world of professional golf, it's another quiet time of year, to be honest, but there was an event on the PGA Tour, a pairs event, where they played a combination of two-man scramble, greensomes, foursomes, and better ball. It's quite an interesting competition, actually, on separate days. And Kevin Na and Jason Kokrak won. They finished 33 under, shooting 59, 64, 60. Phenomenal golf. That obviously scrambles, makes it a little bit easier and things like that. They beat Billy Horschel and Rory Burns into second, 32 under par. So that was a good fun tournament. This week, not sure it's a PGA Tour event, but this week Tiger and his son Charlie are going to play in the PNC Father and Sons Championship, which is going to be on TV. So they played in it last year. Young Charlie stole the show. He looked absolutely awesome, to be honest. But it was more about this year. It's more about Tiger Woods and his comeback and how he's going to look after his massive car accident. So very excited to see some live golf with Tiger featuring in it. Be interesting to see how he is. I'll be interested to see what sort of speed he can get through the golf ball, because that's probably going to tell us a lot how competitive he's going to be going into next year. But even so, it's going to be great to see Tiger play again with his son, who's a bit of a superstar as well. So that'll be good to watch. That's this weekend. So looking forward to that. In shop news, we've got still got a few squares left in our Christmas draw, so come and get those. They are selling fast, so £1 a square, and you get a chance to win the first prize, which is a fully fitted driver. So come and get squares of that, and there's a whole list of prizes underneath that. They are selling very fast. We're going to do the draw on Thursday the 23rd at about 3 o'clock time, so hopefully the clubhouse should be reasonably busy with a few people in it then, so we're going to do that then. So that's come and get your squares there. Other than that, still selling plenty of vouchers, lesson vouchers, shop vouchers, etc. And we still left our Black Friday sale up, which is going to turn into our January sale. So if you're interested in a few bargains, and there are some bargains on there, come and take a look at those as well. Right, let's review these Mizuno Pro Irons. Let's have a little hit of them and see. Now we're going to start off with my favourite. Not that I'm good enough to hit it, to be honest, but I'd like to dream. I have had Mizuno blades in the past when I was a young kid and everything was Faldo-esque. I had a set of Mizuno TP11s and a set of TP9s, which were blades. They were absolutely awesome. But then reality bit, and when I started not practicing so much and I'm not going to hit the sweet spot as much, then I realised they do need a bit of help. But they are still gorgeous, they are still awesome, and I wish I was still good enough to hit them. The advantages of a blade is that you are able to shape the ball better, hit it lower, hit it higher, hit it right to left, hit it left to right. It's so much easier with a blade, okay, because you will generate a bit more backspin on it basically, but that also can be side spin as well, yeah, okay. But the thing about a blade, the sweet spot is literally a pinprick, okay, very small, and if you don't hit it out in the middle, if you hit it there or there, you're going to lose massive amounts of distance. Yeah, so they're very difficult to hit, but they do look very, very good. You know, still some of the best players in the world don't always play blades. Okay, a lot of them are deviating to the kind of the more kind of slightly cavity back looking irons. Okay, because even they want a bit of forgiveness. And why make the game any harder, to be honest? Even though they look good, it does make the game very difficult. But there still is a bit of technology in the bladed irons, Mizuno have said. So what do they say? I have to look at my iPad for this because I never right remember it. Basically, I've got a thicker kind of, it's a muscle back iron, so the bit kind of here is a bit thicker where impact would be around here. So this is a bit thicker at the back there, muscle back iron. So it gives a bit more forgiveness because they've got a bit of soft copper underlay there beneath the nickel chrome, for a nice soft feel as you strike it and a bit of forgiveness there. So although it is a bladed golf club, there's a bit of technology goes into it, and to say that muscle back just helps the strike be a little bit more forgiving than it would be off a pure blade. Right, let me have a little hit in it. Let's have a go. Looking forward to hitting this. I've got my KBS S-taper shaft in it, which I normally have, and I'll just hit 3 shots and we'll see how they perform compared to the other 2 clubs, which we'll go into in a second. Right. Yeah, as you would expect, over the ball, very, very good looking. Nice, thin top edge. Nice, compact, small club face. Just looks so, so nice. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence from me, but if you're a very good player, then yeah, these are the ones. So let's have a little hit. 7 iron this is. How does it compare to my calories? So very nice, felt very good off the club face. Wouldn't say I hit them the best sort of thing, but still very, very nice. About average, I would say. We'll look at the results in a second. Now let's move to the Mizuno Pro 223. So, the Mizuno 223. This is more the iron that I would play with. This is designed for the kind of, well, Tour Pro through to sort of 12 handicap and maybe 9 handicap of that sort of range there, okay? Again, beautiful looking golf club. Behind the ball, very thin top edge, quite small, compact face, but we have got a slight cavity in the back there, okay? So if you're not a Tour Pro and you don't want to play with blades, then this is the next best option. A very nice looking golf club. Bit of technology in there, so let's just see what Mizuno say. Everything Tour players need to compete on extended, more demanding layouts, but never thought to ask. The Mizuno Pro 223 conceals a board speed, enhancing construction with the frame of a compact player's cavity. A completely new technology platform from 4 to 7 iron, combining Mizuno's tested tremololy forging and flow micro slot grain flows forged in Hiroshima, Japan, with a soft copper underlay and uniquely satisfying Mizuno sensation at impact. So what does that mean? Basically, that means we have got soft copper underlay, so much like the blade, forged chromoly with flow micro slot. Not sure what that means. A completely new technology for extreme ball speeds from a small, tall, ready play footballer. Delivers a face thickness of just 2.4 millimeters. Okay, so quite a thin face, yeah? So there's going to get a little bit of trampoline effects. There's mild carbon steel for ultimate precision, built for distance, size for tour, precisely beveled black back edge. Oh, I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, who knows what these companies mean, to be honest. It's all jargon. Let's see how they perform, shall we? That is the most important thing. So again, I've got the same shaft as I had in the 221, and let's just see how it performs, okay, compared to that. So again, over the ball, yeah, it's got a nice thin top edge, as it did with the blade, okay, maybe not quite as thin, but still looks very, very nice behind the golf ball. Let's have a swing, let's have a look at the forms. Definitely more forgiving than the blade. Okay, not sure I like it as much as the blade, but definitely more forgiving. Okay, and probably has gone a little bit further because of that. But yeah, I did hit a couple of those, and it was definitely more forgiving. But yeah, I think I prefer the blade. But there we go. Right, let's go on to the next one. The one that the majority of you will want to try it, because the next one is geared for those 12 handicappers and above. And let's have a look at that. Right, so the 225 is the blade lookalike, certainly at the back, but it is quite a lot thicker, as you can see on the side profile, and also kind of top edge. So it is geared for the higher handicappers, or not the high handicappers, but sort of 12 handicappers and above. Okay, let's see what the technology says about this. Those marketing and men at Mizuno, let's see what they say. The second gen of Mizuno's staggering hot metal blade, and the most playable of Mizuno Pro series. More compact than the original, with a revised Core-Tech multi-thickness face for even quicker spool speeds. Equally as effective as a long mid-iron alternative for elite players, or a complete set for the low to mid handicaps. Grain flow forged in Hiroshima, Japan, with a soft copper underlay for uniquely satisfying Mizuno sensation at impact. Okay. So basically it's got a 28.5 tungsten weighting to produce a higher, more stable ball flight and enhanced ball speeds. It's got grain flow forged, chromy face and neck, constantly 0.2 thinner across the face, 431 stainless back steel at the back. Basically it's a kind of it's the Mizuno version of the P790 or P770 in the TaylorMade. Yeah, okay. It's their answer to the odd trampoline effect face. The blade looking, but inside the blade there is a cavity there. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look and see how these perform. These should, in theory, go a lot further than what the other two did. Again, got the same shaft in just to keep the sign experience the same. So behind the ball you can notice, yes, the face is a lot thicker and the top line is a lot thicker, but it's supposed to be. Yeah, okay, we want that forgiveness. Let's hit a few and see.
Should be hitting at 11:30, not 10.
I can honestly say I didn't hit any of those 9 shots particularly very well, but that's probably a fair comparison, okay? Because how often do I hit the pure shot? Not that often, to be honest, like most players, yeah? So they were pretty average golf shots, but let's take a look at the results and see what they say. So there's the results there, okay, where it says yellow driver on the left-hand side. That was the Mizuno blade. I just forgot to change the title on it. Okay, so we can see definite difference in distance. Yeah, okay. The blade, which is here, averaging 151 carry. Okay. 147 being the shortest, 154 being the longest. Okay. The next best in that regard was the 223, which average carry 157. Okay. And then ultimately down the bottom there, look, you can see the 225 averages 165, so 15 yards longer than the blade. Okay, now there's a combination. The loft does get lower. It's 34 degrees with a 221, 32 degrees with a 223, and 30 degrees with a 225. But they still launch very much the same because of the technology. Okay, so they all produce similar sort of where are we? Backspin numbers. Oh, okay, so you can see the blade there, the backspin numbers, 6,300. That's why good players like the blade. Look, in the middle, 6,300 revolutions. The lowest, as you would expect, would be 4,900 with a 225 and the 223 in between. Yeah, okay, trajectory. We're all going pretty much peak height. Maybe blade was a little bit... No, they're all about the same, to be honest. So they're all launching at about the same height. They're all reaching the same sort of peak height, even though the lofts are different. And that's purely because of the technology in the 223 and the 225. Ball speeds, you would expect, yeah, 114 with the 225, 110 with the 223, and 109 for the 221. Again, it's all subjective, it all depends on the strike, but there, the definite pattern there is the average carry distances. 151, 157, 165. That's basically the difference between the technology in the golf clubs and the forgiveness. So what does all that mean? Well, I don't know really. Yes, I think as probably expected, I want to use the blade because the blade is lovely, but am I good enough to produce the blade? No. I should probably use the 223s, okay? But if I really want lots of help in my golf game, I want the 225s. Why wouldn't I use the 225s? Because I'm carrying them 15 yards further than the 221s. Because you do get that bit of trampoline effect face on it. they probably do go a little bit high. They probably don't spin enough, so I won't be able to shape the ball high, low, left, right to left, okay? I do like to do those things when I'm playing golf, okay? Not that you necessarily need to worry about that, but as you become a better player, you will want to be able to do that, and that's all part of becoming a better golfer, more strings to your bow, if you like. But, yes, so I would probably diddle for the middle, where I can do a bit of both. Yes, I've got a bit of forgiveness, but also I can still shape the ball enough for what I need to do with it, okay? So yeah, ultimately it comes down to what you want to be able to do with your golf game. The biggest thing is going to be the 225s. I can see those flying off the shelves because they are purely awesome, and I was hitting that a good 15 yards further than my blade, even though I didn't hit any of them particularly well. So yeah, Mizuno clubs though, as always, they're gorgeous to look at. They feel so good off the face. Even the kind of 225 felt really soft off the face. So yeah, it's a pure man's golf club, but they are beautiful to use. And if I do like those blades, but there we go. Maybe not. I need to practice more. That's what I need to do. Right, okay, that's everything for this week, and that just leaves me to say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from me, Ollie, and Jacques. Thank you for all your support through 2021, a very difficult year, but I think we've all managed to struggle through relatively unscathed. Thank you for your patience in regards to not being able to get stuff in. We are still struggling with that now. Unfortunately, I've had to phone a couple of people up today to say their ping golf clubs are going to be delayed yet again. So it's really frustrating for me, as you as well. Hopefully 2022, better things will come. We should have our new launch monitor in the system by then. That's due for the new year. Again, there's delays on that, which is frustrating as well, sort of thing. So come in and check that out. But there's no newsletter now for the next couple of weeks. I shall be here next week, the week before Christmas. I'm away the week between Christmas and New Year, bit of family time, and then I'm back on January the 2nd, ready and raring to go. So thanks very much for watching all these good videos throughout the year. Okay, hope they've not been too boring. Hope you enjoy them. I say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, and I'll see you all in 2022. Take care. Bye-bye.